The Calm in the Storm. Chapter 1. Introduction to Seneca and his approach to adversity. Seneca, the Roman stoic philosopher, lived a life full of ups and downs. He was born into wealth, spent years as an imperial advisor, and later faced exile, loss of friends, and the looming threat of execution. Through all that, Seneca wrote that adversity is not something to fear, but an invitation to practice the mind. He famously said, "The obstacle is the way," meaning the very thing that blocks you can also guide you toward growth. People today still struggle with jobs, relationships, and health. Seneca reminds us that our minds can either let pain turn into a crushing weight or transform it into a stepping stone. The moment you change how you view hardship, you change its effect on you. Here are a few quick truths about Seneca's view of adversity. 1. Adversity is unavoidable. 2. Adversity tests what matters most. 3. How you respond shapes who you become. Apply this to your day. Notice when a challenge feels overwhelming, pause, and ask yourself if this is a chance to learn something deeper about yourself. Write 3 questions to answer on paper, like, what is the lesson in this setback? And how can I use this to become stronger? Think about a time you felt stuck. Did you let it crush you, or did you instead look for the lesson? That moment is the doorway to your personal power. If you are enjoying this, share, and subscribe for more adversity wisdom. What question will you ask yourself tomorrow when you face a new challenge? Embracing the unknown. Chapter 2. Key principles and strategies regarding adversity. Seneca's Stoic letter to Lucius offers practical strategies for facing hardship. He advises, keep your soul quiet. The mind should not drown in emotional noise. Practice the small obstacles first. They build resilience for the bigger ones. Accept that we are not in control of external events, only our judgments. View difficulties as training, not punishment. To illustrate, Seneca wrote about a storm that tore his horse from its harness. Instead of despairing, he noted the lesson that even the most trusted things can falter. This reminded him that certainty is fragile. He used this insight to prepare for future battles, both political and personal. Today's equivalent: imagine a colleague who undermines you. Instead of retaliating, ask what this teaches you about your own leadership qualities, such as patience or communication. Use the situation as a rehearsal for a future team meeting. Practice steps. 1. Write down one fear you have about upcoming work. 2. List 5 ways this fear could actually help you grow. 3. Schedule a brief daily gratitude note that reminds you that hardships are part of your story. Through repetition, you rewire your nervous system to seek meaning in pain. Like, share, and subscribe if you find these strategies useful. As you plan the next day, which fear will you turn into a growth exercise? The Resilience Experiment. Chapter 3. How Seneca applied these principles in his life. Seneca's most public adversity came while he lived in exile on the island of Cilicia. The Emperor Nerva saw him as a threat and later demanded his life. Seneca, faced with imminent death, did not mourn or beg. He wrote his final letter, "I do not want to be made a traitor for a reason that is no one's fault. I want to see my life and die as I have lived." 2 scenes from his exile show how he applied Stoic strategy. First, he kept a diary, noting that each day he was still alive was a triumph. He saw health and strength as small victories over loneliness. Second, when a former friend sent a message from afar, Seneca replied calmly, saying that a friend is a friend only in peace, and that in crisis one is tested. These actions illustrate a core principle: adversity sharpens values. Seneca's moral compass did not waver, and his calmness inspired others to follow. You can mirror this in your modern life. When a personal crisis happens, pause to write what you are grateful for. You will notice that gratitude shifts your focus from loss to ongoing possibilities. Or, when a relationship fails, instead of blaming the other person, reflect on what it says about your own expectations and boundaries. The key lesson: treating adversity as a mirror, no longer a monster, gives you the power to refine your character. If this resonates, share, and subscribe for more adversity wisdom. What moral or belief will you strengthen by facing tomorrow's challenge? The Modern Laboratory. Chapter 4. Practical applications of adversity for modern life and personal motivation. Adversity is everywhere: economic uncertainty, health scares, digital overload. Seneca's teachings can be converted into daily practices that fit any routine. 1. Anchor breath. When stress spikes, inhale slowly for 5 seconds and exhale for 5. This centers the mind, mimicking the stoic pause. 2. Limit exposure. Set a strict news window each day. News outside that window becomes a potential emotional trigger. 3. Action buffer. List 3 proactive tasks you can accomplish immediately if a project stalls. This shifts you from reactive dread to solution-oriented mindset. Example, the day your favorite app crashes and you can't access client data, instead of panicking, pull out a pen and paper. Write down what you need to accomplish in the next hour, identify a backup source of your data, and call a colleague for help. You turned a crisis into an orderly plan. Think of a time when you felt burnt out. Did you let the fatigue drain you, or did you use it to assess your working habits? Adjust your schedule, find support, or step back politely. Seneca's last letter also reminds us that detachment is strength. If your goals are tied to external approval, adversity can break that attachment. Reframe goals to internal satisfaction, not external validation. Like, share, and subscribe if you want more tools to turn adversity into advantage. What one tool will you incorporate tomorrow to convert stress into action? The final reflection. Chapter 5, Conclusion and the Takeaway from Seneca and Adversity. Seneca's story teaches that adversity is not an enemy but a teacher. By listening to the quiet inside the storm, we learn resilience, humility, and purpose. His core principles view adversity as opportunity, control judgment, practice small trials, and detach from external labels remain true across centuries. Apply these 5 key takeaways. 1. Accept that hardship is inevitable. 2. Reframe obstacles as practice. 3. Keep emotional noise quiet through deep breathing. 4. Focus on what you can control, not what you cannot. 5. Let adversity refine your values, not your ego. Move forward by setting a simple challenge for yourself. Tomorrow, when a problem arises, pause, breathe, write one lesson, and act. Repeat until it becomes a habit. Like, share, and subscribe if you found Seneca's wisdom useful. Reflect on the next adversity you meet. Will you see a teacher or a thief? Let the calm in the storm guide you.